Okay. The vintage, probably late 1970s, Frigid 16-inch oscillating table fan. This thing was probably made in the late 1970s, the early 80s. It was not made by Lasco. It was made by Sanyo in Japan. However, Sanyo and Lasco, a lot of the parts are the same. They're very similar. With the motors, the blades are very similar to a Lasco, except the leading edge is a little more pointy. A little knob holds the blades on. Instead of having threads on the shaft and then there's a nut in the knob, this one's the other way around. The shaft is threaded and there's a little bolt in the knob that goes into the shaft. And all the parts are pretty well the same as a Lasco, except for the motor cover. Same oscillating pin though. I have to get this apart. It's got double oscillation, which means it'll go normal, or it'll go all the way to the left or all the way to the right. It's got like a 10-foot grounded cord. This cord is very long, as you can see. There it is. Frigid. I think it's in really good condition. A little bit of rust on the base here. Has a good startup sound. I'm gonna start off with that oscillation. Here's high. Medium. Another thing, well, I need to take it apart and oil the back bearing, so when I oscillate it on low, it's going to be a little stiff. That's what they'll clean it up a little bit more. But it's in really good shape. It's pretty expensive too, but it's actually pretty unique. All the parts, like the knob that holds the blades on, all the words are in English and Japanese, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I guess I'll show the oscillation. Very powerful when you play it. Like I said, it doesn't need oil, so when it runs, when it oscillates, it makes a noise. If I turn it this way, yeah, it's very noisy. Goes a little further to the left. Okay. Turn medium. Medium is pretty okay. I don't know if it goes any further. I don't think it does. That's as far as it goes. Nope, that's as far as it goes. It's gonna bog down a little bit on low oscillation because the oscillator needs to be maintained. I'll go over here. As far as it goes, yeah. Okay. Panasonic did this too, with the oscillation. The motor is identical to a Galaxy motor. The oscillator I think is the same. I don't think the oscillator is actually special. I think it's just the... I'm not sure how the oscillation works on it with that double oscillation thing. I'm thinking it's just a normal oscillator and it's just connected to some kind of latch or something. I don't know. I'll take it apart at some point. I just have to take this pin off, and these pins are not fun to take off, and they're really a pain to do. So I'm gonna do it though, to maintenance it. But yeah, anyway, it works. I'm gonna show the sticker. The sticker. It's upside down. The camera's just gonna turn it upside down. It's set up anyway. This table is so smooth. Oh, you gotta deal with it being upside down. Very heavy fan, honestly, for being plastic. The only thing I don't like about it is there's no handle on it, which is a bit of a bad design. Other than that, it's actually in really good shape. A little bit of a dust on it. Yeah. The only problem with it is that some of the paint is starting to flake off in places and it's starting to rust a little bit. But this is actually it's not a very shiny silver. It's a matte finish. It's almost more like a metallic gray. And if I need to, I can always repaint the grills. I'll just take the plastic badge off on the front, which just screws on. Yeah. Here's the motor cover. It's kind of dusty in there. It is a little yellowed. The motor cover's a little yellowed. There's a white spot there. Pin's yellow. The base is yellowed too. However, the base yellowed very uniformly, so you really don't notice it's yellowed. It just looks like it's supposed to be an off-white plastic. Rubber feet are shot. They're like plastic, so they don't really do anything to hold it in place. But it does work very well. Very nice fan. Very well made. Very solid. Very solid. These little clips here, half the time these don't actually work right. These ones actually clip on and stay on. They don't jam like the ones on the new ones you can buy in the store now. Those things always are bent up and jam. They actually work correctly on this. Yeah. Frigid. Really? It's just a rebadged Sanyo. Thanks for watching.
Your heart lays where the rebel